Draymond
Hey yo,
Green said, "Don't be careful."
hey yo, we live as a motherfucker. Fuck your opinion.
Wow.
Whatahh?
You are now listening to Anyway Well.
What? You must splash, you ain't turn off the faucet. What? All my bitches better than Carly Kylie Jenner. What? Follow the dope, we just order, soon you pay, we deliver. What? I ain't got a spread for the field. What? You must splash, you ain't turn off the faucet. What? All my bitches better than Carly Kylie Jenner. What? Follow the dope, we just order, soon you pay, we deliver. Water, I ain't got a spread for the field. Ask me queen on my sneak. Hey, my queen, I been sneak. Hey, when I pop my shit, Judy. Model bitch, but shit on my could've been up on the movie. Bad and bougie, man, it's extravagant. Go ask them people we been having shit. Turn it up a notch, boiling water. This is jumping out the pot. Never had, can't cross a mile. First and third, got you wrong, got you need. Jumping that way, I couldn't even swim, they left him thin. Out the bottom, just check his neck. That bitch been froze ever since. What? Glass ain't turn off the faucet. Water. All my bitches better than Carly Kylie Jenner. Follow the dope, we just order, so you pay, we deliver. Water, I ain't got a spread for the field. What? Do no splash, you ain't turn off the faucet. Water. All my bitches better than Carly Kylie Jenner. Water. Follow the dope, we just order, so you pay, we deliver. Water, I ain't got a spread for the field. Diamond windows off the light, shit bling like chandeliers. In your bitch, she dig the drip, got her thinking hella weird. Many thing the pussy, I go finna told her can't get near. This shit, it cost a kick. Christian when I spill murder scenes. Leave out blood, Christian Dior, it be the tease. Michael Mary jeans, water. Cool water, my protect, but I might plain face roll it. It's the bigger face, we been the threat. All they needed was a cake start. All the blues up in my face. Like they stuff my face with cake counting. All we wanted was the bottle. When Rich be home by summer, I'm taking trips across the water. I need a plug and go out a mile, and I might run off. Bring it back, make the truck jump again. Working race, had to put my arm up in it. Tryna break the rim quarter. Vince jumping out the pot, water balling. They'll burn their hand and fed it's gon' cost. Make them cough up me, my chopper, Tony Montana. Something like on out the Cokie, no Metrotonic. What? You must splash, you ain't turn off the what? All my bitches better than Carly Kylie Jenner. What? Follow the dope, just order, soon you pay, we deliver. Water, I ain't got a spread for the field. What? You must splash, you ain't turn off the faucet. Water. All my bitches better than Carly Kylie Jenner. What? Follow the dope, we just order, soon you pay, we deliver. Water, I ain't got a spread for the field.
All right. What it do?
Live from the pit that don't give a shit.
This is Fuck Your Opinion, a podcast.
With your man 2K and Dan.
I'm Don Gotti Nash.
And it's the Lakers fan funeral night. Step the lover.
Man, it ain't over yet.
I'm a little depressed because my Lakers about to take this motherfucking dagger. Without Batman, aka AD, we can't win.
Without Batman. Dang, I ain't never, boy. Your hatred run deep.
How was that hatred? I gave the man a compliment. I called him Batman. What the fuck?
You gonna completely just disavow. You gonna call Anthony Davis Batman and ain't even get Robin no words. That's the worst thing about it. You ain't even get Robin no words.
I was just talking about Batman. I ain't gotta mention motherfucking. I ain't gotta mention LeBron. We always talk about LeBron, man. We have one night when we just talk about Anthony Davis.
I ain't never had somebody call Scottie Pippen say we can't win without Scottie Pippen.
Damn, man.
Yeah, he giving the man. He not giving the man his just due. That is it.
Without Draymond Green, we can't win.
I was just talking real nice about LeBron. Ask Don.
That man said without Draymond Green,
he was talking a little nice about him, but he always throw his little jab and shit.
You hear Don say a little nice.
Hey Don, that man said
it's shit behind it. Yeah. Would you say Dan? I ain't never you never hear nobody say they ain't win without Draymond Green, man, or Scottie Pippen.
Without Draymond, right? Without Scottie Pippen, we ain't got a chance. Without Draymond Green, we ain't gonna do it. This man called Draymond Green Batman.
Nah, Draymond ain't Batman, motherfucker.
He called
Mike without you never heard Michael Cooper.
Right, that man that called Steph Curry Batman, and then they called Anthony Davis Batman.
Yeah, man, Batman.
Yeah,
it's LeBron. LeBron is the man on the field.
Listen, LeBron can be Aquaman, okay?
I ain't never seen so much hate, man. We got to get you on the couch one day and see what is
Yeah. What's behind the just like we did
behind the hate?
Just like we did with Marshall, man, with the Redskins. You said he got you said he walked in on her, right? And that's his hate. He walked in and he was getting the
power driving.
What did he do?
What's going on out there? Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Pornhub, motherfucking Spankwire.
We need to put this on Pornhub too.
YouTube Plus. Is there a YouTube Plus? For those out there watching them Lakers with Denver Nuggets beat the Portland Trailblazers, got them up out of there. For those that didn't know, spoiler alert. Yeah. I called it though, Dan. As Don, I said Denver Nuggets would be in the Western Conference Finals, but it's a little
you premature.
Well, premature.
Yeah, you premature because I don't know. Dame gonna have to get on the team. Man.
Yeah, he got to go.
Because he gonna fuck around. He gonna fuck around, and they ain't gonna be in the playoffs. Like at some point, because it just because it ain't going up. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't like a 4th or 5th seed. Shit, they floating around the bottom. You know. Watching their game, man. It's like Portland is missing something, man. You know what they missing? They's missing. What's the dude that just retired, man, with San Antonio? They should have. Yeah, that's what they was like that. They never was able to recover. Yeah, because they would have had if they would have had a player like him, because they almost there, man. They almost there. It's just that one major, that one major person they missing. So
I'm calling him now. Dame Lillard to the Lakers.
I already said it, Dame.
Dame Dollar going to the Lakers next year.
Guess who Dame gonna be?
Who is be?
Superman.
Oh my God.
Superman, Batman, and person to be.
But you're gonna have to, man, if because you know what I'm saying, the Nets got like a little window after if they fuck around and let them. I called it on Taco Tuesday. I think the Bucks gonna beat the the Bucks gonna beat the Nets, man.
What?
I
already said they was gonna get in trouble, but I think they got them, yo. Hey, I got it in the group, yo. I got Bucks and 6.
Ooh.
I got the Bucks. Hey, to me, this they toughest matchup.
I got the Nets.
It's smooth selling after this. If they get through the Bucks, it's smooth selling. Like they get to eat what they want after this. After the Bucks is it, because I don't think nobody else is capable at that point. I mean, shit. I mean, the Clippers look like they going down. I mean, they got the wings for that shit.
You talking on the East? Shit, ain't nobody.
I'm talking about in the West. I'm talking about in the West. I don't think, and I can't see Philly. I can't see Philly fucking with them either, because Philly just, I mean, Embiid. They smacked. They beat the Bullets. They smashed my.
I don't even think it matters. Somebody some analysis made a point today. He said that the only way Philadelphia is beating Atlanta is if Joel is 100%. He cannot be 75%. He cannot be 88, 95. He has got to be 100%. Bold prediction. Here go Don made a bold prediction. It didn't matter if Joel is 100%. Atlanta's high-powered offense, young team. You ain't got no film on these dudes. These dudes is coming up out they beating the 76ers.
Hey, but what if your boy Steph Curry shooting like Steph again, man?
Yeah, that's well, you know what? It's gonna be an amazing thing to see, because that boy Ice Cube, Ice Young, Ice Trey, that motherfucker is fantastic.
Yeah.
What's up, Sam?
Hey,
what's up?
What y'all doing on here, bro? Y'all ain't watching y'all last game?
I'm watching. I already said it's our funeral.
Hey, you ain't watching. Hey, this ain't even like basketball. This Master Chef. There's a boy out there cooking.
I told you.
Cooking no more.
Hey, Sims, I told Don, Charles Barkley made a great analysis the other night after LeBron quit on the Lakers and they put their tail between their legs and all them niggas just he walked off the court with 5 minutes left in the game. Just you don't do that, okay? No leader. No leader does that. So anyway,
he's an emotional being.
Listen, yeah, he's soft. I know. I like my big soft guy, man. He's a big soft guy. I like this guy. Charles Barkley said the winner of this series has got to have the best player on the court, and the best player on the court is Devin Booker, and Devin Booker is the best player on this court.
You just know when you watch, like I saw his first couple shots, and when you see somebody shoot and it ain't hitting but dead bottom, I put Facebook, hey, before he even started hitting all these damn threes, I said, hey, Booker about that. Booker known for going for 70, dog.
Yeah. He'll get you 60, 65.
That fool, hey, he's 6 for 6 on 3-pointers right now, dog.
And then not only that, Crowder done knocked down 2 threes.
Yeah.
You know, DeAndre Ayton is just, Dan, are you frozen? Nigga, you just got a hell of a still.
Oh, yeah. You got a game face, man.
I didn't see him blink, goddamn. He was just like this.
I thought he was staring at an Aaron Rodgers picture.
I'm zoned in. I'm tuned in. I'm zoned in.
Yeah. Oh, this was wild, right? Chill, boy. What we got, man?
This is the first topic of the night, man.
Oh yeah, I was seeing this shit on. First I seen it on social media. Then I checked it out. I think this is a live feed. I mean not live feed, but this is an aerial shot of it. Basically, a 14-year-old girl and a 12-year-old boy.
My name is Adam, and I was born in 19.
Broke into a home in Florida, and once the police arrived, these children started shooting. Had an actual shootout with the police. And I mean, I don't even know what the hell you can call this when a 14-year-old boy and a 12-year-old boy and a 14-year-old girl open fire on sheriff. I don't know what the hell you say. This is the youngest Bonnie and Clyde shit I've ever seen in my life.
Hey, this reminds me of Breakfast Club where they ask, what's their race? So shit.
Hey, I was about to say this. I was about to say that. Are we going to take a toll and just guess what color these kids were?
All right, so we can take bets right now. I got Caucasian.
Caucasian.
You know what I'm going to say? Non-black.
Non-black.
They might be mixed.
I know they ain't black. That's all I can tell you.
And they might be mixed. The black side broke in the house.
Hold up, yo. Do they live? Do they live if they was black?
Hell no.
Hell no. Everybody
no.
Everybody did. They'll shoot the whole house now. Hey, they might blow the house up.
Alive in that bitch.
What if they
blow the house up just to make sure? Hey, don't even shoot at it.
Might be mixed. All right, give us a clip, dog. Let's see what we got.
They'd have dropped the nuke on them motherfuckers like in Call of Duty. All fucking shit.
1996, technology has become synonymous with everything we do.
With the internet,
I've changed a lot in the last 25 years. Shouldn't internet regulations change too?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
they used to let
they
you
make you.
shit.
They make you. You ain't saying this.
We have some breaking news for you in our national lead. We just got brand new video of a shootout between 2 children and sheriff's deputies in Volusia County, Florida. One of the kids is a 14-year-old girl. The other is a 12-year-old boy. We do want to warn you that the video is disturbing, and this is not the raw video. It's a compilation that was released by the sheriff's department.
Let's just hold on. Take our time. 10-4, they're shooting at me. Hold the air. Don't let me do this. Don't do this.
The sheriff says that the kids were armed with 3 guns, including an AK-47 and 200 rounds of ammo that they reportedly found in a house into which they had broken. The 14-year-old girl was shot by a sheriff's deputy. She's in the hospital, quote, fighting for her life. The 12-year-old boy surrendered uninjured, we are told. The sheriff says this could have been much, much worse.
My deputies showed more restraint than I'm showing right now. More because I am furious that we could be burying somebody tonight. They shot through the bedroom window. They shot from the garage door. I mean, this is like Bonnie and Clyde, 12 and 14 years of age.
What I just say?
CNN's Layla Santiago is in Florida.
Why does dumbass say they're showing more restraint than him and he the damn sheriff?
That lets you know, Sims. What was he saying?
He must have thought they were black.
Well, they haven't actually came out with the actual. Now you know when they don't release the photos, well, they won't because they're children.
Yeah.
But when they don't come out and say off the bat,
this is how you know they weren't black. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, this is how you know they weren't black. They said a 12 and a 14-year-old child.
Yeah, I'm about to ask you, what would they say? What would they say if they
were black? They would have said young adult suspects.
It's the 12-year-old and
a 14-year-old gangbanger.
Right.
So, it'd have been something. Yeah, gangbanger.
And the cop wouldn't have been behind the tree talking about, don't make me do this.
Yeah, don't make me do this. Yeah,
don't make me do this.
I mean, like I said, it's yet to be determined. It's yet to be determined the ethnic background of these children. I don't even know. Hey, Don, play the rest of it. It's only 3 minutes. Let's see if they give us anything.
I mean, this is like Bonnie and Clyde, a 12 and 14.
Well, Jake, not only do we see sort of how officers dealt with the situation at times hiding behind the tree, you also learn quite a bit from the radio traffic, hearing the officers get instructions to not challenge the two and asking for de-escalation. In fact, according to the sheriff, they tried several tactics to de-escalate, from throwing in a phone to even calling for tear gas. So how does this all end? Well, you said it, the 12-year-old surrendered and the 14-year-old was shot, and then they go in to get her to medical treatment. But you know, something that happened after all of that, detectives were able to interview the 12-year-old, and from that interview we learned more disturbing details.
Okay, here we go.
He advised that the 14-year-old made a statement, "I'm going to roll this down like GTA," referring to the video game Grand Theft Auto.
Man.
He stated that the female fired multiple shots at deputies who were outside of the residence. He then noticed green dots were on him, so he fired the double-barrel shotgun at deputies as well.
Now, the sheriff was very critical of the juvenile justice system and also said that the home where these children lived, an emergency shelter, really can't handle children that fall under this system. The home, in a statement to CNN, said that their plan for now is to stop their emergency shelter program until they feel that they can safely provide care for the children. They also said that they are overwhelmed and, quote, "The situation is tragic and is the result of the system failing our children. These children are in desperate need of care in the appropriate setting, which is a higher level of care than we provide." Jake, tonight I also spoke to the homeowner who says that he too is struggling with what happened there, struggling to find a way to get his daughters back into the home and feel safe again.
Did they say we going out like GTA? Now,
my name is Adam, and I was born in 1996. Technology has become
Thanks. But to be honest now, when you hear some shit like that, that's you know if it's coming down the pike, eventually they're gonna start doing some real shit about this Grand Theft Auto and these ultra violent video games. And as far as, you know, children being able, I mean, not adults, I mean, we're adults, but children being able to have access to this, these type of things. I think they will. I mean, you can't stop parenting. I understand that. If a parent decides to buy this for their child, there's really not much you can do as far as a level of control. But
man, you can't blame none of this behavior in a damn video game. That's the issue right there.
You don't think so?
No.
What do you think they're going to do that?
If they learn it from a video game, that's the problem. I mean, that's automatically the problem right there. If you got to teach a kid, hey, it ain't good to go bust in the house, get an AK-47 and shoot at the cops, that's the problem. They got nothing to do with that video game.
But I mean, in the mind of a child, if you see it, it's almost like a simulation.
No,
I mean, they don't, but people gonna use that shit as a scapegoat. Yeah. But reality, the reality is that you got some issues. Like some other issues besides that. Like I don't think you can blame a gang for that shit, but I know they're gonna try to open the door for that.
Yeah, the fact that the sheriff even mentioned the GTA that they interviewed the little boy and he mentioned that she said GTA. I call bullshit on that. I think that that's a straight bullshit way of trying to put GTA and violent video games under the bus and in the spotlight, under the microscope. Get the fuck out of here. Kids been playing violent video games. I mean, how the hell do you mean to tell me these kids didn't know that there were these type of guns in this house? Man, they knew who fucking house this was. Come on, man.
I mean, they just ran. I mean, but these obviously were children that were already deemed as having issues because they were in some form of foster care. But I'm just saying, for them to actually go load up AK-47s to learn how to chamber round and start shooting at law enforcement, and I mean, I don't think that the kid made a statement that was false about, hey, we're gonna go out this bitch like GTA. I think that there's something they really seen and have done because I mean, listen, I've got little cousins, everybody got around, you know, all of us got children or been around children in which they play these games. That is definitely what you do, right? You get an AK-47, the police show up, and you just start shooting at the cops. I mean, in the child's mind, I could see that being a possible thought. I'm not saying just because they kids, they was like, oh, the police is here. Let's reenact something that we've seen or done on a video game.
You sounded like back in the day when they were talking about NWA music and telling them not, we got to ban the music. I mean, you can't do that, dog.
I mean, I understand. I mean, in the sense that
obviously got issues and they weren't raised correctly. They probably ain't got no parental guidance. They probably play video games.
Yeah, they like I said.
I mean, technically speaking, they not supposed to get. They can't buy the motherfucker now. So it's like, you know, but the access to it is. I mean, you can get access to it regardless of whatever.
Well, I mean, you have military flight simulators where they are teaching, you know, kids, and like it's basically still teaching them a sense of it. It may not be the direct cause. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that these things still teach a certain. It's still in the brain, man. I mean, that it shows. A kid wouldn't say that shit unless that's something they thought. You know what I'm saying? If a child to say that, they had to have some kind of exposure to it to make them feel like this is something they should do. That's all.
Always hoods get badges on that one. I think they just blew that shit. I think they want to throw it at something.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, like I said, as an interview with a child, for him to say that,
you know what? That just further made me know that these kids white. They're trying to take these motherfuckers already. That's how I know they damn white.
Hey, I mean, I don't know where Volusia County is, but I mean, in Florida, you know, and
what can they possibly get charged with, man? Or if charged at all, yo? Like, are they just getting off this shit like it ain't nothing? Like they probably ain't get.
Once again, we gotta talk about the color. If they white, they probably gonna get some kind of juvenile shit for like a year or two.
Juvenile life, which is only
and that GTA shit could have just been him. To get the go ahead and already start the excuse up. You know what I'm saying? That could have just been that could have just been the agenda because they already know that ain't shit gonna happen.
I'm gonna try to follow this story because I honestly want to see what happened with that shit.
Mm-hmm. And also, I'm gonna say something else that's coming to mind. For the homeowner, for you to have an AK-47 and 200 rounds that were accessible by children, that also shows that you're pretty shitty.
We gotta see the law. We definitely gotta see the state laws. I mean, mate, that shit.
Tim, I got a SK-47. I got a 12 gauge. I got a Scorpion 9mm Evo, and I got about 550 rounds in my room. It's very accessible. Now, my children know the right and wrongs of what to touch and what not to touch. We practice gun safety. I am an NRA member, so we're not gonna say that.
Well, I mean, but listen, type of shit that's the children. That's still the children of your home. I'm not to say anything about you and the children of your home because these children weren't of this home. They broke into a home.
Yeah, they broke in the house. So if I got my gun out, I can have my gun wherever the hell I want.
We can have our guns wherever we want to have our guns.
I mean, yeah, you can. but exercise proper gun ownership, you're supposed to have locks. You're supposed to have certain precautions to stop things like this from happening.
That ain't no law.
Ain't no gun locks on
No,
my shit.
listen, I'm not saying it's a law. I'm just saying it is certain things and precautions that you should take to stop things like this. It's like you have a baby in your home, right? Don't you childproof your home when you have a baby, or you be like, hey,
listen to what
that's
you're
on
saying.
him.
Listen to what you're saying, though. You telling somebody that got guns in their house that they should plan just in case some kids break in. I need to put my guns up. That's bullshit.
Just in case
guns on the table because I left the house and I know ain't nobody in that bitch.
Just in case anyone, I'm saying if you have locked or whatever or weapons where you have them stored in a place where they're not that accessible, yes, why not? You got motherfuckers that put jewelry and cash and so you'll leave an AK-47 sit out, but you'll get a safe and put money and jewelry in it.
So I got a question. Are you in some way trying to blame the homeowner?
No, I'm just saying for them to have access to those weapons, yes. Yes.
So you're blaming the homeowner for having weapons.
I have to have.
No, I'm not blaming the homeowner. I'm just saying there's certain things that people can do to deter certain things. If you have a gun or AK, assault rifle, whatever, but it's locked and you have it stored safely, then it won't. Then there's a less chance of something like this happening.
So I got a real basic question. What if this homeowner is just a single man who likes guns? Why would he need to have any? Why would he need to have any of that safety shit if he lived there on his own?
Because in the climate that we live in, you should be more protective of what you're doing. But that's like I said. So I'm gonna ask you this, Sim. So if I'm asking you, if you have a child in your home, you bring in? Don't they have certain things that you put on your home to protect your children from getting in the bleach or climbing on shelves? It's still things you can do in your home. You don't have toddlers in your home and leave wall sockets unplugged. It's certain things you do.
It depends on how you train stuff. So my wife was scared of guns. And my thing is, since you're scared of guns, that means we need to go shooting.
Yep.
You get past the fear, you get trained on it, and then you understand both ends. So just like he said, he can have guns sitting in his room, so his kids know not to mess with it.
No,
right.
My door stays open.
No, listen. To say that you'd rather wait until something happens before you take preventative measures is different. It's like a fucking seatbelt in the car. You don't have to put the seatbelt on, but
you can't blame him. You can't blame the homeowner for this.
Blame the homeowner.
They shouldn't have been this. They shouldn't have been in this shit.
Yeah, what I'm saying is
so all of you are telling me there's no other precautions you can take to secure something like that. It can be just fuck it. If it happens, it happens, right?
No, they broke up house, bro.
He could have shot them. He could have shot them. He could have been the one shooting.
I mean, but listen, you have a right to protect your home. What I'm saying is, do they make lock boxes, gun locks? Do they make things to protect people from getting to firearms that don't own them? Do they make these things?
But it's also that question. Yeah, but it's also not the same. They do, but what if he do got the locks and they cut the motherfuckers? Like we don't know. We'll have enough information to know if.
No, what I'm saying is
you ain't even got to go that route. What I'm trying to ask this guy, I'm just needing a common sense on this. Is this man probably left his house? He wasn't planning for some kids to break in his house. There might not be no kids that live in the house. He might just want his gun sitting out. He can do that because that's his house.
Whoever plans for anyone to break in their house.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. So how do you know that he wasn't cleaning his gun?
Because I'm saying there's always preventative measures that you can take. You're saying it's nothing. You're making it seem like it's nothing you can do. What I'm saying is you still can admit if they wouldn't make a gun chest, which you can use a fingerprint or you know what I'm saying, or whatever you can use to secure your firearms. They wouldn't make these things unless it had a reason.
You blaming a gun owner for that is almost like saying I left my house and I left a knife out. Somebody broke in my house, took a knife and stabbed somebody. It was like,
listen.
I can do what I want in my house.
A knife is different than an AK-47 with 200 rounds just leaving something around your home.
It could still kill somebody.
I mean, the kids wasn't opening the window throwing knives of 50 to 100 yards at police officers. That's something totally different. What I'm saying is, if they have preventative measures to stop things that could escalate to this point, then there are reasons that you should use those. If you say, "Well, it's a choice," but don't.
Let me ask it this way.
It don't mean anything.
Let me ask it this way. Why, if you're saying they make all these preventive measures, don't you got to have something to prevent to want to go through those measures?
What do you mean?
If the man lives, if we're saying if the homeowner is single guy, and he's not planning for somebody to break in his house, dog. So if he has his guns out because it's his house, and he wants his guns out because nobody else should be in his house, what preventive measures should I be doing if I know I'm the only one in and out of my house?
Well, in a situation like where you know that people break into homes and steal weapons, you would lock your weapons out.
That don't make no sense.
So you telling me when you go in your house, do you lock your car door? Or you just leave it open? Like fuck it,
my garage and I close my garage.
Okay, well, if you left it on the street, if we want to be that cynical, if you left your car on the street, would you leave it open?
I can take it's in the garage. My car is in the garage.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but but you put your car in the garage for what reason? Do you just leave it open?
Because I got a garage.
Parked on the street?
Because I got a garage.
Right. Okay. Hey, listen, we can play that game. What I'm saying is, people take
the game. That's what
you lock your car. When you go to the grocery store, do you lock your car? Even if it ain't your fucking home, do you lock your when you leave your vehicle, do you lock the door?
So I got a question. I go to the grocery store.
When you leave your car, do you lock your door? Or do you just say, fuck it, I just leave it open?
If I go to the grocery store and I leave a window down or I don't lock my car, then you saying that means when I come back, my car got to be stolen? Because what I'm saying is preventative measures. Do you lock your car door so it's not stolen?
Yeah, but you can't blame the homeowner for having the guns on his house, man. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying because when I go to bed at night, my door is locked. You know, I'm being security in my house. But at the same token, you can't blame somebody for breaking into somebody's house and shooting and shooting.
No, all I was saying, I didn't say it was his fault. What I'm saying is, if it's still preventative measures someone can take that will stop something like that from happening. That's all I'm saying. Y'all like, nah, it ain't nothing you can do about that. I'm like, yes, it is.
Dude, I just feel like there's a boundary when you talk about somebody's house. When I get home, I should be able to do what I want to.
Yeah, we do.
In my house, I should be able to do what I want to.
And by
you shouldn't be able to tell me that I got to buy me a gun lock, a gun safe, none of that shit. If I want to sit a gun on the floor in every damn room in my house, I should be able to do that because that's my house.
I agree with that.
Listen, and I can't argue with that. But what I'm saying is they wouldn't sell these things if it wasn't for that reason.
I mean, we just found out they sell man makeup. A-Rod selling it right now. That mean we all got to go buy?
But that don't mean you're going to get shot. What I'm saying is if you find out that shit is going to kill you, you ain't going to use it. I mean, that's comparing apples to a Subway fucking sandwich. What I'm saying is that they sell these things for those reasons. If you choose not to use them, then that's fine. You can buy a gun with no fucking bullets. It's your choice. But what I'm saying is you still have the option to do that. You don't have to, but if you exercise that option, it would lead to less things like that happening.
It's kind of contradictory for you to be saying all this stuff with a shirt that say bloodshed. Just want to say.
The actual meaning of bloodshed, and my wife creates these shirts. This is actually the meaning of stop bloodshed. It's not to say we should create bloodshed. That's what the whole
the video looked like you just saying bloodshed.
Yeah, I mean, it can be explained. It's a reason why. I mean, I thank you for giving a shout out to my wife for creating these shirts in that meaning. But yeah, that's
shout out to Pink Phoenix, man.
Yeah, I'm wearing this shirt.
Bloodshed.
If we sell these, we out in the community selling these shirts and on corners demonstrate and show people, yeah, bloodshed. Let's stop. Because that's what it is. We can put stop to bloodshed, but that's just how the creative design.
Hey, Sam. Before we move on to the next topic, Sam, you gotta realize something. Dan lives in the capital. Okay, in the capital, they can't have guns in their house. So if somebody breaking their shit, they just gonna be a victim.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's just that simple.
I mean, we live in the capital, but we still, for some reason, got more dead bodies laying around in
That's why y'all better hurry.
Most of the surrounding counties. I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is preventative gun measures. That's all I'm saying. Like, hey, if you want to get a gun on it and keep your shit out fully loaded, that's on you.
Hey man, let's get to this next topic, man. Just the one. That's another joint you pick, yeah. So you, you can go ahead and go to that.
This story here. Okay, let me give you the setup. Excuse me. Let me give me a little shot here.
I thought you taking a shot.
Yeah, I thought you was about to.
But
yeah, you set that
up. This story here. Husband is somewhat disabled, right? He's married to his wife. His wife cheats on him. They get a divorce. Now they were raising. He was a part of his wife's life. His wife, she had 2 children. They were raising the 2 children. His family, because of his impairment, was helping him raise his stepdaughters. They were paying for them to go to private school and because they were a part of the kid's life. So after the divorce and separation, the mother is still pressing the stepdad out to continue to pay for the child's education and be a part of the child's life. Now, the issue is the mother or his parents are like, yo, we don't feel like we should be a part of this relationship anymore, but we take care of our step grandkids because of what's happening between their son and his ex-wife. But the son is blaming the parents for issues with him and his wife and dealing with his stepkids because his parents don't want to help him support the stepkids. And that's why I say she's delusional, but my relationship, but it's a strain on my relationship with their son. Basically, their son wants them to continue to help him take care of his stepkids after his divorce.
You want me to just sum it up?
Yeah.
I mean, I know the brother is handicapped, and my thoughts and prayers go, or he's whatever wheelchair bound, whatever he may be. But he's a fucking loser. Okay. Fucking loser. Fuck what you heard. This is fuck your opinion. We're gonna keep it 100% raw, rough, and rugged on this motherfucker because you mean to tell me that this man is handicapped to some extent and was in a relationship with a woman, and that woman went out and cheated on that man with another man, woman, whatever the fuck she did. So the man's parents then said, y'all are divorced because of what happened because she was unfaithful. So we don't want to help you no more. And this clown ass dude, this is what's wrong with the world we live in right now, the society we live in. We are letting our women walk all over us. We are our manhood is being taken. Most men don't even control their household right now. They don't. Their woman is the mouthpiece. They run shit. This dude is out of his motherfucking mind. He is a off ass clown. Get the fuck out of here. You want your parents to help you take care of your stepchild. You found out your ex-wife was cheating on you, and you blame your parents for the reason why she was stepping out on you. That's what's wrong.
Not the reason. Not the reason that she. But the straight. Basically, he's grown a relationship with his stepdaughter, and his wife is not allowing him to be a part of their lives because his parents won't take care of his responsibilities as they were before the divorce. So, I mean, that, like I said, that shit was just crazy to me. I know nobody.
You good up there, Bo? You just had a whole emotional answer with that, dog. You're like, with him. I'm over here listening, but he really don't like this one.
He said felt that. Hey, like I said,
I just don't. I don't like when dudes. I don't care who's in the right or the wrong in a relationship. If you get caught cheating, you have violated the contract. Right. You have totally disrupted the love, the trust, all that shit wrapped up in one. So why should your parents have to take care of they're already being nice. They were being nice enough to take care of the kids and help out. The bitch got caught cheating. He is the stepchild. Is even though they, the dude probably still loves the kid. Yes, indeed, he considers the kid his child. But the parents don't got a kid. They don't have to hold up to that bargain no more. They divorced.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That was the issue.
You know what I do if I was a dude, Dad? I get his wheelchair. Wheelchair his ass into a pond.
That's funny.
Oh shit.
Hey, we at fucking opinion. We don't.
These are all. Listen, here's
you gotta put out your disclaimer for this.
Every statement that is made on this show is the idea and opinion of each individual on this show. This is not a collaborative thought process. These are simply people.
Although we are all collectively fuck your opinion.
All thoughts and expressions and views on this show are of a singular mind.
Hey, Chris,
even though we may agree.
Hey, when he said pushing the pond, I was just out, but I was about to kill my camera. I was about to do that.
A slow roll too, not even a fast roll. Just where they just let you coast.
And as you go, you just say, "You goddamn dummy, you." Out of here, man.
And since he falling for that ton step, tell him I'm leading you to Atlantis. It's gold. I'm sending you to where there's solid gold and rubies.
Oh, fuck out of here. What type of shit is
that? Brought a tear to my eyes with that one. Yeah, buddy. Well, I mean, like I said, on this show, ladies and gentlemen, and you fans of the show, like I said, we always gonna bring you some weird and wild shit here. You know what I mean? Because this to show people, man, it's humanity is pretty funny than a motherfucker, man.
Roll his ass right in a cold pond too, not no warm joint. It be cold and shit.
Hey, yo, Dan, what's up with this joint right here, man? Like this KKK, this effect, yeah. Because I was like, what the fuck? Like I was reading the joint, but what's the?
Where y'all getting these damn news articles at?
Bro, I'm tired. I be digging them. I be in my back. I know
we're gonna talk about Dwayne Wade, man. We can't skip that shit. That shit fucked up, dog.
D Wade, what he do?
Yeah, they doing your man dirty, dog.
He always on some wild shit. But we can run through this one right quick. Okay, so there was a Confederate general that was responsible for the slaughter of hundreds of, and particularly black soldiers during the Civil War. His body was exhumed into one of them statues. Like his actual body was laid to rest in the town square in some city in Memphis. In Memphis, Tennessee, and like the actual, it's a black woman. I can't remember her name at the time, but they're calling, because Black Lives Matter and the hashtag woke and everything, and all Confederate or anything had to do with racism. They basically tearing down the statues and getting rid of those negative images in America, which is, I think, is going to be impossible. But anyway, this guy here was a general in the Confederate Army. And then after that, he ended up being one of the forefathers and leaders of the Ku Klux Klan. And which, we don't really have to give too much of a history on how them motherfuckers roll. But this people, the people in Memphis or the Confederate Sons, once again, they're putting up a resistance and saying that, by this is basically a desecration of, him and his legacy or what the fuck ever, and their American right to celebrate whatever they consider their history and their heroes. They're basically going against this woman. You know what I'm saying? She's getting a lot of heat because she's a part of city council and she's trying to remove this guy's, tomb or whatever and statue and get him the fuck up out of there and say, look, all this shit, because of who we are and how we trying to move forward as a nation, they're trying to get him the fuck up out of there. But it's a lot of people in the community, white folks or whatever, that they still feel like in the Confederacy they should be honored to keep their whatever they consider their heroes. I think it's a big fuck your opinion, but like I said, it was just a big issue down there in Memphis, man. People are really, she's getting a lot of backlash from the people in the community because they like she doesn't have the right to dig up his dead body, which I think.
Yeah, I don't really get the point. I don't get the point of digging the dude up.
Yeah, I don't think nobody got the right to dig up nobody's body.
Yeah,
I don't
he did.
What he did. I mean,
you got a statue and all that. Take the statue.
Black,
why you digging up?
Leave that motherfucker alone. The fuck you digging up bodies and shit?
Yeah, he did, dog. He did.
That make you feel good because we know what our history is of this country we live in, bro. If this is the case, and we're gonna go around this motherfucking nation digging up. I mean, we've already knocked down statues. People had problems with it, but we did it. Okay, we understand what people stood for. This nation and country was built on bigotry, racism, and just horrible fucking things. We got to move past all this bullshit. I ain't digging up no motherfucking body. Nobody should be entitled or able to dig up anybody's fucking grave. That ain't that like a? Isn't that something? I don't know, like something sacred.
You got to get like court approval.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I said, that's a lot of things. She's getting a lot of backlash from the not the state but the citizens because they're saying what she's doing is considered beyond right. I understand. This guy's body.
I'm sure all four of us understand that. What this guy stood for and who he was horrible. But when do we get to start going down to City Hall and pulling up history books and saying, you know what? Let's dig this motherfucker up because this motherfucker was horrible. Who are we? We not this. When a person is laid to rest, you leave them the fuck alone and you let them go to heaven or go to hell.
Yeah, I think it's wasted energy. Like if it's a statue, maybe I get that, but
knock the statue down. Okay, knock the fucking statue down. Digging them up.
Is he really affecting your life dead under the ground and dead?
I mean, I would say take and put a statue of Martin Luther King right over top of him. Leave him there.
He probably could do that shit, but I don't get the point.
And put Chuck Berry.
And just them digging this motherfucker up. That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my cousin Vito make a good point. He said, "What does she want to do? Move him to an all-white cemetery?"
I guess put him at the back. Hey,
shit, what you gonna snap this shit out of him or something? Like,
right? You gonna smack the motherfucker? It gotta be. His bones probably is. I don't even know. We're some weird motherfuckers out here, man.
Hey, Seth, I say take his remains, put him in the lap of the guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Take him to the pond.
We got to do something with the lady too, though, because I mean, maybe she should hang on the back of the wheelchair and they should all just go down that ramp. Because
I mean, no disrespect for me. It's a sister. It's a black woman who's part of the
tribe. I don't give a damn what she is. That's dumbass shit. I don't judge people or give people passes or kudos because it's the color of their skin. Idiotic is idiotic, and that sounds like some idiotic shit. You want to dig up a person's fucking body? Come on, man. Fuck out of here.
You don't think so? Even though his body is laying at the same place in which they knocked the statue over, just knock the statue over and just keep it moving. Rebuild another statue
over. Damn, we can't be digging fucking people up.
Hey, you know what though? I will put something that symbolizes some kind of peace or freedom, because I'm sure one of his words in his life was not over my dead body. So I'm sure in somewhere when he probably said, "I'm never gonna be underneath no nigger. I'll be over my dead body. I put a statue of Martin Luther King right over his dead body. Just as anything. I don't give a shit anything that has to do with civil rights. I mean, I understand. I mean,
all they gotta do is put a futon out there over top of his grave and let some brothers dog some white girls out there, John, on that futon.
Pour 40 out.
Pour some 40 out. Smoke a cup from Loud Pack out there, John, on the John. Dog some Becky's out there. It's all good, man.
Over his dead body.
Over his dead body. We can't be digging nobody up.
Yeah. Well, like I said, man, Chris, Sims, I love these stories because, like I said, man, it's a lot of shit that goes on in this world that make you like, what the fuck is going on here? This is one of those, we forgot our topics. This is definitely one of those, what the fuck is going on here moment. So, there it is, bro.
Dig up his motherfucking body.
And move his remains somewhere else. In the white, like Vito said, put him in an all-white cemetery. Put him in a Confederate cemetery.
You just feel like you got that type of power. You just gonna dig up a motherfucker grave, huh?
Dig him out. Oh yeah, this was Don's right here.
Yeah, man. So let me see. So this story is this is a Brazilian rapper. He jumped from his hotel. He jumped from his MC Kevin. He jumped from his balcony of a hotel because he thought his wife was at the door, and he's about to have a threesome with his homeboy and this model chick. So, I mean, they do got a little. I mean, they don't have the video of him jumping. They just got like the aftermath. So I wasn't even going to show that shit. But what would you do, man? Your wife at the door. Do you just go ahead and end the relationship?
That's the word.
Are you asking me? Am I going to kill myself or?
Right, am I going to risk jumping off a fucking balcony?
No, I'm just saying, would you? Yeah, would you? I'm just saying, are you just gonna go ahead and let the marriage end, or you gonna let her fuck you up, or have
I'm gonna let my wife in?
Or you jump off the balcony, yo? What you doing, yo?
That's a rough. That's a rough one for him.
Hold up, man. One thing, if your motherfucking name, rest in peace. But if your fucking rap name is MC Kevin,
there it is.
I'm sorry. If your fucking rap name is MC Kevin, rest in peace, MC Kevin. First and foremost, thoughts and prayers go out. But my dude, the moment that you decided to have a threesome with your homie, oh God, what is that? That's MC Kevin.
Yeah, that's MC Kevin and wifey.
He just set light-skinned niggas back another 20 years because, listen, man, the moment that MC Kevin decided to cheat on his wife, he knew what the possibilities is, man. So this motherfucker wanted to jump off the balcony to try.
Well, he thought she was knocking on the door, and it wasn't even her.
I
don't even think she was. I don't even think. I think he just was in guilt mode or some shit like that. But yeah, man, he's with some other chick. But yeah, man, he just slipped. Like I think he went out on. I mean, I don't think he actually tried to. I think he slipped. Like he just panicked, jumped up, and slipped and fell, and died. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
So, hey, man, you said MC Kevin. You don't like the name MC Kevin, man? Is that
no?
You don't like MC Kevin?
This man got an alien tattooed underneath his eye, and his name was MC Kevin.
Is that shit? Do that shit just sound plain? Like, do MC Kevin just sound plain or just not? Hey, I mean, I know we kind of make it light. I mean, I ain't trying to make it light, but
I mean, MC Kevin, rest in peace, brother. I hope if you're watching our show right now from heaven, because God gonna let you do the gates with the shit you did. That was I mean, you were trying. I guess you were so paranoid. Listen, when you get married, you're not supposed to fucking cheat for one. Okay, take it from an ex-cheater. Okay, you get married. You're supposed to settle down with the one woman, and you're supposed to love her and respect her and cherish her. If you in a motherfucking hotel with a motherfucking homeboy, a model, and your name is MC Kevin, then listen, maybe this was your destiny. Okay? I mean, he failed on everything. Hopefully he was a good dude, a good father. Thoughts and prayers go out to the guy. But no, MC Kevin is not a good rap name. I'm sorry, Don.
It's not. No, it's not a good name.
That's like me naming myself MC Stefan. Like niggas would be like, you couldn't come up with nothing better than that, nigga.
These last two topics I feel were something.
MC K Love or K Dub or some shit. He got to make the Joan he got to make it official, yo. MC K Dub.
Come on, man. Listen,
MC K20. Like you got
to. You know, another Dallas rapper did die though, man. You know, when we on the subject of, you know, and first and foremost, I'm making a joke about the guy's name, but it's sad that the dude died. You know, whatever the matter was, him trying to get away from his wife, or he got caught cheating, whatever, man. Nobody should fall from the balcony.
Hey,
Dan, Mick Kevin.
I mean, Dan trying to jump in, but I can't. Can y'all hear Dan?
Can you see him?
Yeah. We can hear him.
McKevin, that was MC. Yeah, like I said, man.
Was it McKevin or MC Kevin?
MC Kevin.
That looks like McKevin right there, but it's MC Kevin. Like I said,
he part of the McDowell's menu.
McKevin.
Hey, you know what? I want to hear something he got now because I do. Bless you.
Cold.
You want to hear something he got?
Sims don't even want to comment on this shit because this shit. Listen, and let us all take time because you guys are all married, okay? Let us all take time and thoughts and give respect and prayers to this man's wife. This woman lost her husband because this motherfucker was cheating and thought that she was at the door. So he went to go jump off the balcony and ended his life. He probably had kids, causing further harm to his children, his wife. I know some a little soon.
Could you imagine being in a hotel with your homeboy and just because he think his wife is on at the door, he just goes over the balcony?
What's up? I don't see Dan, man. Y'all see? I don't see Dan on the screen. Yo, y'all see Dan?
Yeah,
I can see. Yeah,
you see him, Chris?
Yeah, he's like
Yeah, I don't even see him. Like it's like that's on like a black. Yeah, that's what
I think MC Kevin is fucking up the station right now.
It goes to MC Kevin. You shouldn't say that.
Hey, Steph,
Hey, said maybe his camera fell off the balcony. I'm just saying.
So, Steph, what you got on this D Wade, man?
All right, man. Real quick, man. You got to pull up the story about D Wade taking the picture. D Wade took a picture on Instagram.
Oh, that's old. Yeah, that was like last year sometime.
Was it?
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about it.
It was on social media because everybody, they was going in on him.
I just saw last week that people were posting things. I heard about it on Instagram. People were talking. I don't have Instagram, so I don't really see it too much. But they were talking about how your man D Wade was at the pool taking these little model pics, relaxing with the family, with the wife, whoever. So niggas started, the females and the dudes started going in talking about your man D Wade got a little meat and shit. Like what type of shit we on, man? This is what we doing to our celebrities and our stars, man. We just going, we just gonna bring up the fact that you putting the man under the microscope to the fact where you trying to see the man print on the size of his, his private parts.
We all went from digging up somebody to a dude jumping off the balcony. D Wade and whatever size he is.
Hey, one of the comments on the Instagram said something about he need to change his name from D Wade because he don't got the D or some shit like that. And I was like, yo, why they do people like this, man? Is this what we do in society where? Obviously the brother has been doing some wild shit, okay? We all know D-Wade has been doing some things that we would probably consider questionable. But D-Wade is a very successful guy. He has a very beautiful wife. He's got some beautiful kids. He had no controversy with his son, his daughter, whatever. That's his son, God damn it. I don't call transgenders. I call them what they were born.
You can't choose to call.
I can do it. I can do it.
Speaking of that step, it's a black woman that is I would say she's a Republican, but I can't remember her name at the moment. But they was having a serious conversation with her because she was saying that her son is transgender, and she was like, "I'm still going to refer to him as my son." And they were like, "Well, how can you not respect his wishes to be called a female?" And she was saying, "Well, as long as he's mine and my son, I have the right as a parent to refer to him because he's my child, is my son." Now, whether the outside world people have to call him whatever they want to call him, she felt like if it's my son, he came out from me, I have the right to call him my son. So I do understand what Steph is going with that one.
That seems like a little bit of bullshit to me.
Really? So you saying that if someone's son chooses, we can go get off of that, but into that. But D Wade, and that's a step question number one. yes, that we have become a society where I guess you say uninhibited things like speaking on somebody's body or private parts or whatever. It's crazy because we live in a society where they're always talking about body shaming. You shouldn't shame somebody. It's always you shouldn't shame, you shouldn't shame, you shouldn't shame. But then when people post pictures of themselves, that's the first thing people do is decide to make comments on what you look like. So, I mean, this shit is crazy. That's one, you know. That's,
I would never ever, if either one of you guys were to take this picture D Wade was in. I mean, this is just me personally. All right, I'm a man. I don't have anything against gay people. I do feel like a man should be with a woman. I'm old school. I'll be that guy put us here for whatever reason. My sister's gay. I love her to death. She raised my nephews very beautifully and strong. I'm not going to look at no picture neither one of y'all put on a motherfucking Instagram or Facebook or YouTube or whatever and look at Dan or look at Sam and say, man, that's a nice picture, but where's that man meat at? You know, like,
where's the meat?
Where's the
I'm
meat?
With you on, hey, Steph, I'm with you on that because
you know, I understand a female. If a female want to do it, females are going to do what they want to do. They can do that shit. But the moment a male does some shit like that to a female, guess what? We a horrible motherfucker. You know, we just a raunchy, horrible, no good motherfucker. So of course, when the females did this to D Wade, then the men started jumping in. Oh, you know, the nigga ain't got he ain't packing or he ain't take the D away from his name because he ain't, you know, like when the fuck do we start, you know, micro-sizing motherfuckers' prints and the size of their swimming trunks and
you got a world of haters, dog.
Yeah, no doubt.
Man got a bad wife. He's a successful NBA. He's a partial owner of a team. He a host of a show that's coming out.
A host of a show.
What can we find to talk about D Wade with? Because we ain't about bringing people up. We got to figure out something to hate on. So that's all that is.
And I'm with you, Steph. As a man, if you call yourself now if you are of a man that you are homosexual or gay or whatever, if that's what you choose to look at, but as a man, when I seen the picture of him standing there, I thought they was going to say he was on some GQ shit. That's the first thing. That was the first thing went to my mind, like, he on some fake pretty.
Well, when you showed the picture, I didn't know what the hell it was about. I was like, nigga is in the pool.
Right.
I was like, what are we talking about?
You know, but for men, nigga in that comment section, nigga in
the pool looking real light skinned to me, goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, I mean, for men to comment on another man's genitalia and be like, you was looking at an area of that man that you ain't need to look at. You know what I'm saying? It's certain things you can say, yeah, it's there, but I ain't gonna see it. Now, if he was butt ass naked, like, well, shit, ain't nothing you can do. You know what I'm saying? But for everybody to sit, like I said, for men who claim themselves as heterosexual men to jump in that comment section, it's a certain point where, as a man, you don't get involved in women's business. You don't go that far with it. But
you know what they say nowadays, y'all. Nowadays, these grown ass men, anytime they mention anything that is even remotely gay, suspect, they say pause or no homo. What the fuck?
No. If you look at that man's ding-a-ling, that's homo.
You're exactly right, Dan. But nowadays, these dudes are out here, in a minute they say something suspect, or they think it's suspect, or they think that the next man is going to say, oh, did you say something gay? Or, you know how they got the whole thing of sins. I don't know if it's down there where you at. Up here, these motherfuckers won't even eat a hot dog in public. They call it a glizzy. Oh, you eating a hot dog. You're gay. What the fuck, nigga? Like, y'all motherfuckers need to get off this no homo shit. Get off this pause shit because you think something is gay. And if you ain't gay and you good with your sexuality, shut the fuck up. Like, come on, man.
The world, I guess, is the world really about what everybody think about you nowadays?
It really, I think it really is, man. It really is.
I could give a damn. I wish a motherfucker would say something to me while I eat a damn hot dog. Like,
I'm trying to tell you. I smack the shit out of that bitch.
You right about that. We living in a world where people are starting to, and that's what I said. That's the whole duality of it. Is we living in a world where people are being so sensitive, But we keep telling people they shouldn't be sensitive. It's like, hey, you shouldn't judge a person by certain things. You shouldn't judge a person for this. You shouldn't judge a person for that. But then when you look on social media and you look on most places, I mean, I'm sure you're not really into that type of shit yourself. But I'm just saying, when people themselves explore social media and Facebook and everything else, it's just a shitload of judgment. That's basically what it is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's looking into someone else's life with an introspective, retrospective. This person is this, or this person is this. Like D Wade, a guy like us gonna look at us like, damn, this motherfucker flexing by the pool. He living his life. He living his life
with that same energy. That's why that lady who got a son that's a daughter need to be calling that motherfucker a daughter.
Right.
Because that's what it is.
Listen, I look here. Listen, I know we got long-winded with a couple things. I just want to say this. The University of Maryland put out a new symbol. It was a gay pride symbol with the rainbow with the University of Maryland thing in the background. I just want to say this real quick. I support I support gay pride. I think everybody's entitled to do whatever the fuck they want to do. Love who you want to love.
What is gay pride again? I need a definition.
Gay pride is gay people having pride and being gay. Yeah. So University changed their background.
Hey, hold up! Don't let before he respond, man. He about to have us fighting tomorrow. What you about to say? He about to get us fucked up. PYO.
Listen. All I was gonna say was we understand that it's gay pride time. Gay folks have rights. Y'all been going through the struggle. We understand that. And we understand that everything is brought in under the microscope with the whole gay thing. I feel like in today's society, if you want to be gay, fine, be gay. Stop pushing this shit on people. Stop forcing us. Every commercial you see on the TV has got two females in it. One in the shower, one in the mirror. Listen, I understand. It's all good. It's part of life. This is where we at, okay? Stop forcing this shit on us, man. Not only that, if we want to celebrate gay pride, can we start celebrating straight pride? The people that actually made us, a man and a woman getting together, giving birth. You know what I'm saying? Can we start celebrating straight pride?
Well, I mean, the whole gay pride thing is actually
pride, goddammit.
Well, I mean, the actual point of the gay pride, from what I understand, is they felt like they deserve the same rights and the same freedom as everybody else.
We agree with that.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying as far as the movement itself, because they were part of society that were really outcast.
They are no longer outcasted. Okay, they are part of.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying say this, and back. Let me say this step while it's still fresh. I want to also put in an aspect of this. When they show these commercials where they have gay and lesbian and relationships, I notice also it's still a kind of homophobic backdrop to it. Because like if you look at the herpes commercials or the HIV medicine commercials, it's a lot of commercials they put out for like transmitted diseases. They always have gay and lesbian people in these commercials.
Oh, that's because gay and lesbian, the disease part kind of go hand in hand with what the medicine is for. What I'm saying is, man, they're putting the whole gay thing is being just, I don't want to say blown out of proportion, but dog, listen, it's out there, bro. It is completely out there. We understand y'all have your rights. You can love, you can do whatever the fuck you want to do, but we got to start. It's okay to be straight and for a man and a woman to be together. You know what I'm saying? I know it sounds crazy me saying that, but it's also, do y'all notice the narrative that there's a lot of black and white couples in commercials?
Commercials, yeah.
There's a lot of gay couples in commercials. That shit didn't start till Biden got in office.
Oh, oh my God.
Cut the show. Cut his mic.
Hey, my motherfucking mic. I ain't done yet, motherfucker.
Hey, that's been.
I mean, people and ponds and shit. Now you blaming Biden for gay commercials.
Hey, Biden and Kamala.
Oh man. Did you see the shit with Judge Joe Brown?
Oh, Judge Joe Brown went in on Biden. I love Kwame Brown and Judge Joe Brown. I love them.
I don't know if you've seen this.
Get
Judge Joe Brown. Now, Judge Joe Brown went on Kwame Brown's little show or podcast that he got going now, and he called Kamala Harris every type of hoe that he said she was known in LA for being one of the biggest whores in the game as far as political and you know but they're basically saying that she was known in their circle for sleeping with a lot of people.
Why they doing her like that, man?
And Judge Joe Brown said, I mean, he gave some
we so busy talking about like white people and all that shit, man. But black people tear black people down. So
don't they don't sense?
Hey, like Judge Joe Brown told the truth.
I just don't know what but I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure Joe Brown didn't beat some ass. He didn't beat some women's ass. Like he looked like one of the motherfuckers that don't play. So I'm pretty sure they could probably dig some shit up on him because he looked like he didn't put his hands on some. He definitely beat a, and he definitely didn't beat a bitch ass a couple of times.
Hey, no, Dan, the cold.
Hey, I need to put out that disclaimer real quick off what Don just said.
We do not. We do not all agree that Judge Joe Brown be beating hoes up.
but
because Judge Joe Brown go ahead and try to get at you, goddammit.
Hey, bro, he went in on Kamala Harris. And we talking about the vice president. He went in. He called her basically a hoe.
But what the fuck he going on for though?
That's so disrespectful, dog.
No, because Judge Joe Brown is a real motherfucker. He knows that what's going on in today's society is brainwashing our children. It's a lot of fucked up shit going on, y'all. I'm telling you, man.
They got to do with calling Kamala Harris.
I'm just saying. What's the point?
Well, I mean, his point was saying that everything that glitters ain't gold. That was his point of view. Like, they put this woman on such a pedestal that people don't really understand who she is and who they dealing with. So this is my point.
All those white presidents and white vice presidents that were men, they didn't have no past.
I mean,
they destroyed them.
Yeah, you're right.
They beat them down. No, we beat them down.
Yeah.
That's what happened. But see, this is what happened when you put a woman in power, dog. Women always get looked. As soon as you give them some power, there's gonna be people trying to tear them down immediately. She our first vice president, and the first thing we're gonna do is start saying she a hoe.
I mean, personally, I wouldn't say I don't have too many things personally to say that I could personally know Kamala Harris or her policies of what she's done. I mean, and we've had this discussion too of politics plenty of times. This was more of a race of the lesser evils. Is more compared because Kamala Harris knows she doesn't have a clean track record. I know she's a woman of color and whatever you want to say, but we all know that. But we all know, Sims, that all skin folk and kinfolk. I'm not going. I'm through with the days of giving somebody a pass because they black. Oh, she a black vice president, so that means that she should be held in some accord. But I'm just saying that. Listen,
I had a lot of pushback on Obama with a lot of shit that he let slide when he was president, but you still can't look past from a black community having a black man as president. Just like you can't look past, like some of y'all got daughters and nieces and shit. You got Kamala Harris as a black woman as a vice president. We should be uplifting her, just like D-Wade and all these other
But I'm gonna tell my daughter to validate herself after a woman who didn't do the actual what we consider was taking the right road. If I tell my daughter, hey, you can be like Kamala Harris, you can fuck as many people as you want as long as you get to be vice president. That's not still. It's still let the character speak for itself because that's at the end of the day what's more important. Just to say, well, she's a black woman and she's president. That's all fine and dandy. I'm great. I'm happy for that.
So we're basically taking what Judge Joe Brown said on a Kwame Brown podcast as fact.
Bro, no, he gave. Look it up yourself. He gave facts. He gave names.
But I'm not gonna believe any of that shit, man. He might not like the fact that she was a vice, that she is.
Okay, but Sims, we also had Stacey Abrams, a black woman from Atlanta who could have been the vice president. Why they didn't pick her? What was the choice? Why wasn't she?
You gotta ask Biden that though, dog. She didn't. I mean, there was like four.
It's evident who they picked. That's what he's saying. He's saying that it's evident.
Kamala Harris is sucking off the White House or something? I mean, what are y'all trying to say?
But basically, they already knew who she was and what role she was going to play before she got there. And let's be honest. I voted for her, but that's just the truth.
Kamala Harris don't like black people.
Oh my
Hey, man. Hey, man, we got to get out of here, man. We did.
I'm just saying, man.
She arrested more black men than goddamn Bill Clinton. Fuck out of here.
What I'm saying,
one day we gotta have a real political talk because y'all gotta bring some facts to the table. Judge Joe Brown can't do that.
Hey, well, I do know some facts. I know she locked up more goddamn black men than goddamn Clinton.
Actually, I have a whole. I can talk to you about that because that's some bullshit too.
Get the fuck out of here.
It's just facts. I got you.
No, I mean, but like I said, you don't have to. We can.
Y'all know that political side. I got you.
We can all do homework and come to the table. We have a special episode of Fuck Your Opinion. But like I said, there was also a black woman by the name of Stacey Abrams in Atlanta.
She's very good.
And she was overlooked more than Kamala Harris. It wasn't because Kamala Harris had an outstanding background in politics. That shit is more than that.
Stacey Abrams got cheated out of being governor, dog. I mean,
hey, we still gonna give LeBron a pass. We still giving LeBron a pass off this one.
I don't even know the score.
I'm watching that.
Y'all got shoulders. He got some big shoulders, Sims. That man got big shoulders.
Hey man, y'all got a championship last year, man. Just be grateful, man. Be grateful, man.
He got big shoulders, bro.
Well, we gonna see. Like it's the game getting a little better.
The game's over. We're out. So I told Don. I called it.
The game's still reached. I mean, it's only 18-point lead.
Come on, man. All right. Okay.
What quarter is it?
It's third quarter, man. It's 15 points right now, man.
That's a lot of games.
Hey Dan, it's only 15. It's only 15 because the NBA want to make it a game, man. Come on.
Oh my God.
Lord, the NBA conspiracy.
Hey, you know why that? Because Judge Joe Brown said it would be 15.
On that note, hey, thank y'all.
Hey, y'all, thank y'all for checking us out, man. Fuck your opinion. Subscribe.
Hey,
we out.
Subscribe. YouTube, IG, catch us on all social media. PYO, the podcast.